Hello everybody, this is Pastor V again. This video is like an addendum to the video I did on how to combat lust. Today I want to talk about, you see, part of the problem we are facing in the issue of people complaining, I don't know why I have to contend with lust, is because we are living in a society that has too much, is over-sexualized society now. What I mean by over-sexualized society, what I'm trying to say is everywhere you turn to, the issues of the other room, the issues of man-woman relationship is just being forced into your eyes. So you have to have a disciplined heart or mind, God on your side, to be able to regulate yourself. When I was much younger, those kind of pressures were not in the society I grew up with. Where I grew up in maybe say what some people call old school society, where discipline, your parents weren't the only one disciplining you. The society raised up the child together. The school was there, the church was there, people that live around you was there. Your neighbor can correct you. The neighbor next door can even flog you. Not like now where somebody can even go to school and go and beat up a teacher just because he shouted on my child. When you want to talk to my child, don't shout on him and all the rest. No, a lot of things but that's not what I want to talk about. So you see, when you are in a society that is, I'm struggling not to even use the word oversaturated with the issues of the other room. I don't want to use this language too much because I don't know how YouTube will react to it. You understand what I'm trying to say? So the thing now, you don't even have to look for it. It's on your phone. It's in the commercials. You just scroll through your social media. You will find what will just trigger you if you don't discipline yourself. And sometimes I even seen on social media, people are now talking about somebody is a 2-minute man, somebody is a 3-minute man. And I keep wondering myself, like in some discussion, friendly discussion I've had with people, I said, what do you mean by 2-minute man? This is a 2 minutes. I said, if your shop has not been opened before the time supposed to be opened, you should not know anything. You won't know anything about 2 minutes man. The reason why you know that somebody is a 2-minute man is that the shop that's supposed to open by 9 a.m. in the morning, they have opened it since 3:30. So now you are comparing and contrasting. And it's also part of why you discover that in some marriages, you discover that when they do paternity, this DNA test, you discover that the man is not the father of the 3 or 4 children he has given birth to. Why? Because you married a woman who grew up in a society, the shop has been open since the dawn of the day, instead of opening this thing, and by the time you married a traveler who has compared many notes, she now has a problem with the person she married, and before you know it, it begins to move around looking for whoever it is that can be better than the last one. So you see, if you have not had issues if you have not been involved in too many things, you will not be able to compare notes, because if it is your first time, you will not even understand that it can be much more than that. But you look at the society we are in now, everybody is free to do whatever he like. I'm not a judge of anything. So sometimes too, even this issue of 2 minutes man, if you go into it too, you will discover that sometimes, I don't say for everybody, sometimes some of the women are the cause of the problem. Why? Because before the man comes to you, the boarding pass for the flight has been announced. The pressure of they have announced the last flight, the man is rushing to be able to board the flight. So by the time it will get to you, you have put immigration, you have put custom, you have put drug, you have put a Boy Scout, you have put all manner of checkpoints on the road to ensure that the documentation is proper. The person is telling you they have announced my boarding flight. You see, before a man comes to you, what he saw, what he thought, what he had has already triggered him. So by the time you begin to put all these roadblocks on the way, you discover that the man is already about to board the flight. By the time the gates of the airport are now open, after he has gone through all those checkpoints, it is too late. Once he gets into the flight, he has gone to sleep. Look at the kind of entertainment we get. Look at music. The music is all about the geography of a woman's body, where the hills are and where the valleys are. The men too, who has this kind of this and that kind of that. The language in it is so difficult. You cannot even listen to good, decent music except somebody puts something like that inside. The videos are the worst. You cannot even, if you are somebody who sanitizes your thoughts and sanitizes what you try to look at, you are going to struggle with what they show on the video. So you see, is an over-sexualized society. It's now up to you to train yourself with the word of God. Your word have I hidden in my heart so that I will not sin against you. It's now for you to make a covenant with your eyes, like after the order of Job chapter 31 verse 1, where Job said, I made a covenant with my eyes, I will not look upon a maiden. As it is for a man, so it's also for a woman. As a woman, you're not supposed to be going up and down. I don't know. Every time that man talks to me, my brain just disengages. My heart just begins to beat hard and all the rest. You see, those kind of things are the things that leads to fornication, that leads to adultery, masturbation, incest, and all manner of things, because we are in a sexualized society. Everywhere you turn to, even if you want to sell a battery, they try to put something that has to do with anatomy of a female or something. Both male and female are now being hit with all these things all over the whole place. That is why you discover that the society we are in, when you wake up in the morning, you remember what I shared with you the other time: lead us not into temptation. Pray before you leave your house, meaning commit yourself, your soul, your eyes, your heart to God before you leave your house. Just pray. That's what I'm trying to say, so that you will not have to struggle with deliver me from evil. It is easy to pray, lead us not into temptation, than to begin to pray and fast for deliver me from evil. Because when lust has entered into somebody, to remove the hook is like a fish who has eaten a bait. Even if you eventually remove it and the fish goes free, he already has an injury. You can avoid all these things if you consecrate yourself. Like I said, your word have I hidden in my heart, that I will not sin against thee. Another thing is, you the man, you are looking for a woman. No, that girl has very good ringtone. He has ringtone. He has Indian ringtone. He has African magic ringtone. And by the time you realize what you are talking about, it may be too late. How did she learn that ringtone? Maybe you too, you are going up and down. You are putting inside sugar. You are putting inside salt. That's how you discover that, oh, this one is very good in the narcology. The other one does not have the right ringtone. So you too, you are going up and down. You are also looking for whoever has ringtone. So you see, as it is on the side of the man, so also is the side of the woman. By the time you have all these travelers going up and down, they meet together. This is the reason why you have a situation whereby we are beginning to have an over-sexualized society. I pray that we should have godly discipline, what we need to do. A man should live a life where he should correct himself and realize that, you see, whether you do that narcology or you don't do it, it is not food. If you don't do it, you will not die. A woman should also realize that putting too much roadblock at the airport when the flight has already been announced, because by the time the man, like I told you, will get to you, the last flight has been called. So you see, and if the gates of the airport or the shop was open before time, then you have to realize that you have to deal with your customer according to what he's able to pay for when it comes to say he wants to buy for something. Don't assume that everybody has the energy, has the ability to wait, to bargain. You remember, you promised me you will buy me shoe. The other day, you said you will buy me scarf. What of the room is hot, the environment is too cold. Is it not me that you abused last time? By the time you package all these things together, the flight has been announced. So you see, when you now decide to maybe marry somebody, because I'm talking of things within the context of marriage, accept the package the way you see it. What you sign for is what you will get. There will be no upgrades. Maybe you can update by getting, as soon as you guys start getting to each other, there may be some software updates because of experience with each other. Yes, but that package you paid for, if there are no updates, is what you have signed for. And you sometimes with the men and I remember the day they give you chance to board flight and give you first class seat, you will stay there as if you use all your muscle to break all the rocks. And now the person, remember, the last one rocks you break, you scattered everywhere. So you see, next time you say they will tell you that the staff at the airport are on strike. The gates of Jerusalem that are supposed to be open day and night are not open. I hope you understand my language. So this is just like an addendum to what I'm talking about. We live in an over-sexualized society. Desexualize your thoughts, debularize and depeconize your thoughts in everything you do. I have so many other things I need to say, but I think I'll just leave it at this. I just hope you get something out of what I've said. I'll see you in the next video. God bless you.